a lot of money has started to flow into XRP. In fact, the amount of XRP trading has gotten so high that almost all exchanges have stopped all dealing. This huge amount of activity caused the price of XRP to sometimes rise to even higher than its real price, $50 to $60, even though one of the exchanges involved was Gemini. Guys, let's take a look at it. Hundreds of millions of dollars are suddenly going into XRP on almost every market. Here's an example of how trading for XRP USD was stopped and separated. This is all because of the huge amount of trading going on. This is because Ripple made a big news that they will buy back XRP because the price is going to go through the roof and hit $49.18 due to a lack of supply. Guys, think about this. There isn't enough supply, but hundreds of millions of dollars are coming into XRP all the time. There isn't enough XRP for everyone at these companies, but they need it to make payments. Ripple is trying to buy back all the XRP so that it doesn't stay in the hands of regular people and goes back to institutions. We know, and it's been made clear, that XRP was never meant for public use. It was only meant for businesses. At one point, even Google confirmed that the Federal Reserve was getting ready to use XRP as a global payment method and was going to buy Ripple XRP to use as a global payment provider. This is also very important because Ripple is buying back XRP as part of the buyback program, and Donald J. Trump, the president of the SEC, has said that XRP will be one of the crypto reserves. That can't happen if there isn't enough XRP or Ripple doesn't send enough XRP. That being said, this is where things really get important, which is there is no more XRP to go around, so the price is about to go through the roof. The company is trying to make the most of this great chance by buying as much as they can before that huge bull pattern shows up. And they give that huge discount, which makes XRP worth more than $49.58. Everything is over now. For example, in South Korea, XRP had a bigger market cap and more trades than Bitcoin on cryptocurrency platforms. XRP was worth more than $50.17 USD in South Korea, but it was offered on global exchanges at a much lower price. The price difference is crazy, but it all comes back to the idea of supply, and the fact that XRP is being used by institutions around the world to accept it. In South Korea, this has happened more than once. These institutions rush to the markets to buy XRP, which makes the price go through the roof. At one point, the value of Bitcoin even turned over and reached $50.17 USD. Before we start the movie, it's very important to talk about how much XRP could be worth. In order to make sure you get all the money you put in, the best way to get XRP and accumulate as much of it as possible with almost no fees is to buy it on Band Exchange, which is the best XRP ledger exchange. You can buy XRP and all the other exclusive XRP ledger tokens. So if you want to buy RLUSD or any of the XRP ledger meme coins or utility coins, you can do so on Band Exchange. This is in addition to the EVM chain, so if you want to buy anything on any chain, you can do so directly on Band Exchange, and they're even saying that Solana is coming very soon. The best part is that all of this can be seen on both the web and Android. Now is your chance to get in on your phone. You can get Band Exchange on your Android phone, your Apple iPhone, or by going to their website at bandexchange.com and downloading it there. That being said, let's watch the movie right away. There is a message system for the financial industry that handles things like payments, foreign exchange, financial trade, and more, not to peace talks, etc. But with cryptos, SWIFT would have a store and forward system for most of its payments. This is because you need service level agreements to make sure that when I say I'll do something, the cash will arrive at a certain time that day. We are now looking at the new network style, which lets the money move instantly and be seen by everyone. That way, banks wouldn't have to ask you, have my funds arrived? It's been 3 days, I need to find out, or they'd find question messages floating around the network. That's not like that at all. I don't think Ripple will take the place of SWIFT. This is one of the networks that will work with others to let institutions that need real-time use it. Also, I believe we can see that SWIFT is changing how their network works so that real-time will be possible. If we use something like FX, we might also see Ripple, XRP move across the SWIFT network as a currency. It is really clear. And yes, SWIFT will use XRP to make payments possible. The best thing about it is that when an official from Ripple, XRP and SWIFT says that XRP has been tested successfully by SWIFT's network with over 11,000 banks, it's easy to see that if just 1% of SWIFT's network switched to XRP, the price of XRP would rise from $2 to over $100 per XRP. Look at this. Because this is where things get really interesting. And the numbers meet. In other words, XRP will go up to $600. It's going to happen in the next few days. Please pay close attention, as what I'm about to say has been checked and changed by Binance. The biggest cryptocurrency market in the world is showing the way through XRP. Pay attention to this. Binance announces that they think XRP will be worth more than $600. This is crazy. Also bringing attention to the fact that the top DeFi coin on the XRP ledger will cause the ledger to reach new heights. The first part of our pair of words method that Amazon and Walmart will use is the CTF token. Guys, think about how Amazon and Walmart will add XRP to their books, what XRP will do because of that, and of course, the price of the CTF token, which is the most valuable game token on both the XRP record and the Polygon chain. The first thing is that institutions can now be used on the XRP database. Hi, my name is Impro3rd and I work for the Crypto Training Fund. Second, we recently saw that both Amazon and Walmart joined the Crypto Training Fund system. This system uses the CTM token, which is on both the XRP ledger and the Polygon chain. On top of all that, they've started beta testing. So when the system goes live, Amazon and Walmart will both be able to send and receive money. $1 trillion can be seen in the XRP database. Here are the facts, guys. These are not my words, but the words of many crypto experts and XRP users, such as Jack Thurpler, who has over 378,000 followers, Crypto Amelia, XRP Barbie, and many more. But here's the truth. There are only 120 million CTF tokens in circulation. That's not even close to the 100 billion XRP tokens that exist. Now that the market cap is only $20 billion, we can see how the price of a CTF token has gone from 70 cents to an amazing $740.50 per token. If you want to invest in a project with a huge potential for growth, the CTF token has it all. Strong value, limited supply, and high demand. But guys, the most important thing is that trillions and trillions of dollars will be added to the XRP system. Also, it's clear that the CTF coin is based on the XRP ledger. It's going to become a CTF coin. Then there's the Accept Connected, which is now good for XRP. Of course, we have to look at things from every angle when we look at them, to see that you can make $740, I mean with just a 20 billion markup. I have to tell you that it's very bullish, and a lot of analysts have been going along with that. Guys, this is probably what will happen even on the charts. If you look at the charts, you can see that you're going to hit a high of 4%, 75 cents. The rise has already started, and there was a nice little consolidation. We expect it to keep going up from here into the green and obviously getting close to $748 over the next few days and weeks that are ahead. Also, guys, check this out. You can find all of this information on this website, and we'll tell you. To make sure you do your study, you can get into the CTAP document you studied if you're not a financial advisor. It's on the SRP Ledger, DEX, MEX, and Albank, as well as SushiSwap. They just recently put in for an XRP ETF or XRP Futures ETF, so we'll be keeping a close eye on this. After all that, I hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit the button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this video. See you next time, and peace.